Workout number 1 is going to take that third position A Aeolian or A natural minor scale I talked about in the overview and chop it up into perfect fourths. We're going to do that with the hybrid picking technique that we've established in level 1, downstroke and P2. Let's run through the scale first before we start chopping it up. So here it is. So you're going to play a 2-4 on the low E string, 5th fret, 7th fret. Then you're going to play a series of 3 note per string instances here. 5th and 4th string will be 2 whole steps, big like that. I use a 1-2-4 fingering to do it. 3rd and 2nd string will be half step, whole step, and I'll use a 1-2-4 fingering to do that as well. And then that single root played on the high E string. That's what we're going to do to chop up. This is the scale we're going to use, and now we're going to chop it up into diatonic fourths. Meaning, you're going to have a series of fourths, but depending on what the scale calls for, you're going to have perfect fourths and some augmented fourths. Actually, only one augmented fourth. So at the bottom, you'll start playing your fourths. We're going to play them in forward motion. That means low to high. There's going to be a lot of rolling in here. So make sure that you're grabbing hold of this technique where you fret a note and then fold over your finger to get the next note that's on the same fret but a different string. What I don't want to have happen is the same thing we avoided in level 1. We don't want to hear them ringing together. So in order to do that with fourths, you got to roll. Now on the way up playing forward motion, everything is low to high. At this juncture right here, you'll notice you're going to run into your augmented fourth. So it's just what the scale calls for. As you go up, you're trying to keep those dynamics as steady as you can. If they start to get a little louder with the P2, that's okay. I want you focusing on the hybrid picking technique more than anything. I know part of the technique is the dynamics, but I'm looking for the physical execution to be developing here. Okay, on the way down, right here, you may feel more comfortable playing the 3rd finger coming off of this sequence. If you do, go with it. Again, we're keeping it simple and trying to focus in on the hybrid picking and nothing else. So on the way up, I feel very comfortable doing 2nd finger, and on the way down, sometimes I switch to the 3rd finger. It's okay. Whatever decision you want to make, do what's right for you. Now that's the first half of the workout where we play forward intervals, ascending and descending, using the downstroke P2, downstroke P2. So we'll make that happen. We're doing it in 4. We'll get to the last bar, which is the 6th bar. We'll take a quarter note rest, a break, and then we'll come back right at the downbeat of bar 7 and start ascending the scale, but this time with backward intervals, meaning high to low. Again, the rolling technique needs to be present, except this time you're going to pre-bar or pre-fold the finger and then just lift it. You'll ascend the scale with backward motion fourths. All the same fingering suggestions I made, but the big difference here is I'm playing P2 to downstroke instead of downstroke to P2. So P2 downstroke, P2 downstroke. I'll take it all the way up to the top of the scale and bring it all the way back down. Take that quarter note rest and come back to the beginning and start the forward motion ascending and descending. And that's the workout. So remember, the focus is on the hybrid picking technique. If the dynamics start getting a little, feel like they're not as balanced as they were in level 1, even if you hear me doing it, that's okay. Because actually, that's a very cool thing to be able to have hybrid picking do for you. It's something that alternate picking is not that good at. You know, giving you varied dynamics. It takes a lot of work to do that with alternate picking. With hybrid picking, it actually comes kind of natural. So keep in mind, we don't want to ring the notes together. Let the natural angle fall into place, and you'll be good. We'll start out at 50 beats per minute, then we'll work our way up to 80 and 110. But do it gradually and do it the right way. Okay? When you're ready, I'll see you at 50. And we're going to play for 3 minutes. So make sure you know it. See you there.